Okay, thank you, Miss Goda.
Thank you guys and welcome.
Today, what do you have to say about Jamaican meal? I mean, their food. There's a news update so far that is fast growing wide in internet that soldiers showcased what they have been being fed over the months despite an increment in their feeding allowance. This happened in Africa, I mean Nigeria to be precise. So what do you have to say about Jamaican meal and probably their soldiers and what they're being fed? Can you just give us a hint for the sake of our fans in Blessed Be World News?
Well, Jamaican food is good out here. Our cuisine is very nice. I don't think there's an issue when it comes to military and what they're being fed out here. They're properly taken care of.
Okay, so can you tell us the names of their food and some other things you can talk about their food, how it is being tasted, and some other things about their food?
Okay, well, Jamaican cuisine it thrives from a lot of herbs and spices. Our national dish, ackee and salt fish, and it goes with a variety of things. Can be rice, can be ground provision.
All right, my people, without wasting much of your time, let's kindly dive into the news so far. What is getting right to our desk right now has been on Nigerian soldiers share photos of burnt rice, other inadequate meals given to them by army in northeast despite increment in feeding allowance. On this note, one of the affected soldiers told our reporters that the battalion in Makodu, under the command of Lieutenant Colonel A. Buba, gave them only bread and tea for breakfast on Mondays and Tuesdays, and also on Wednesday, I beg your pardon, rice for dinner, white rice for that matter, and stew for Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturday. But conclusion, rice for the remaining weekdays. All right, it has been that we right in Jamaica and in Nigeria, some soldiers of 154 Task Force Battalion of the Nigerian Army deployed to fight terrorists in the country's northern region have lamented that despite an increment of money embarked or earmarked for their feeding allowance, they are being fed with poorly ground rice. One of the affected soldiers told some reporters that the battalion in Ngamdu, under the command of Lieutenant Colonel A. Buba, gave them only bread and tea for breakfast on Mondays and Thursdays, rice for dinners, white rice and stew for Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, but conclusion or concussion rice for the remaining weekdays. Well, the soldiers shared several photos growing the ambassador food they were revealed to their face, to the base, even as they lamented the non-payment of their allowance. My people, what more are we going to say? How can our military not be fed well, and how do you expect them to secure our state? Because as it stands now, it takes someone who has fed well to be agile enough to fight insecurity. And now the military are they are severely complaining over the insensitivity of their meal being given to them, that more attention should be paid. Right now, Nigerian soldiers share photos, as you can see it, of burnt rice. This is so uncalled for. This is so painful. As one of the affected soldiers couldn't hold his mouth. Of course, he won't hold it anymore, and he have to speak out. It is very, very bitter, and it is so disheartening. Well, let me have your take right in the comment section. What do you have to say about the welfare of the military in the state of Nigeria? That military are not being fed well. The police are not being fed well. Most of our security agencies are complaining so bitterly And if army can come up to complain severely about their mistreatment by the agency despite the increment of feeding allowance, what do you have to say? What is our belief and what is our take and what is our faith in security personnel as long as security is concerned in the state? And I'm here with Ms. Goda, who have also she told us about the meal that's being shared here and how it is being prepared, and their military right here in the state of Jamaica is being treated well. Then that has been the talk of the day so far. Without wasting much of your time, I would like to have your take right at the comment section. What do you have to say about the situation on ground? Because army are not supposed to be joked with, because their welfare is of great importance to Nigerians as long as security is concerned. Now they have started to complain. I think they have started to feel that heat that every other Nigerian is facing or feeling in the state, because there's a lot of hardship and government is not helping matters. When it comes to feeding, I think it is one of most paramount thing that even the government should consider more about, because if you fed well, you fight well. And now the military are complaining so bitterly about how they are being fed, about their food. How can you give bunch rice to army in Northeast despite increment? It's not that there's no money, but there has been an increment in feeding allowance, yet they're being given something like this. It is not supposed to be. It is uncalled for. Some soldiers of 154 Task Force Battalion of the Nigerian Army deployed to fight terrorists in the country's northern region have lamented so bitterly, saying despite an increment of money earmarked for their feeding allowance, they are being fed with poorly cooked rice. It is so disheartening, and it's not supposed to be. Well, remember that you are into Blessed Be World News and Entertainment. We will be dishing out the information as it unfolds. That has been the talk of the day so far, and we must say no to this, because our military have and must be treated well. Because if they are not being treated well, I think our security will be porous and terrorists will be the talk of the day. Remember what happened last time, that a huge lot of insecurity and people are still complaining. So let's feed our agency, our army well, so that they can fight and secure our state. Meanwhile, let me have your take. Write in the comment section. Miss Goda, what do you have to say about this? All right. Subscribe.
Okay, guys, go and subscribe to the channel for all the info.
Thank you, and God bless you.